This next news story comes to us from George Yang, written over at GameSpot. Warner Brothers Games wants to give other studios a chance on its franchises. Warner Brothers Games has revealed plans to license its IPs out. Given the high interest from third-party developers, as well as the success of games like Hogwarts Legacy, on a recent investors call, Warner Brothers Discovery CEO David Zaslav said, "We have 11 studios here, and we have a lot of IP, and there's a lot of interest among others in coming to take advantage of some of that IP for gaming, which we're looking at." He continued, "Because as president of Global Streaming and Games, JB Perrett said, we need to get bigger, and the IP that we own and the value that it has in the gaming space is something we're looking to take advantage of." Zaslav explained that the success of Hogwarts Legacy was because players were able to immerse themselves into the world, and now Zaslav wants to make video games more of a priority. Perret also noted on the call that Warner Brothers is looking to grow in its free-to-play gaming business in order to balance out the cyclical and more hits-based nature of premium console and PC games. As part of that initiative, that's why Warner Brothers acquired Player First, the developer behind the free-to-play game Multiverses. The cyclicality, that can't be a word, can be seen by Suicide Squad Kill Justice League's underperformance, which caused Warner Brothers gaming revenue to decrease by 41% when compared to last year, which saw the release of Hogwarts Legacy. Still, Warner Brothers is doubling down on live service games. So the moral of this article is, on one hand, they're learning that, we should let other third-party studios who are passionate about some of these IPs to work on them.
What a concept.
But on the other hand, they haven't learned anything, and they're still very committed to, at least in-house with their first-party studios, just putting out free-to-play garbage. Like, I don't understand. They're
trying to have it both ways.
They want it, and
it's not going to work.
I feel bad for the people working at Warner Brothers Games then, because they're just going to be relegated to making all these free-to-play games. Meanwhile, all the third-party studios are going to get all the fun projects. Like, people are going to start leaving because they'd be like, I want to make something cool. I don't want to just make this stupid like mobile game or whatever you're having me make over here. But yeah, you're right. They like want to have their cake and eat it too, in a sense, where they want to make all the money from the hits without having to spend all the time and effort on the hits.
Doesn't work like that, unfortunately.
I mean, it shouldn't work like that, but I don't know. We'll find out. We'll see what happens, I guess, in the next few years. I am excited about this, though. Like, I do want to give like top level what I'm thinking about this. This is awesome because, granted, like they have good studios over there, but again, because they're so hyper focused on free to play or
making a profit
or like games full of microtransactions and things, then. Well, okay, then we're not getting good quality games from the good studios they have. Unfortunately, we're just getting mediocre games, even though they're still great studios. Like friggin' Rocksteady, having to just put out trash. But if they can start putting stuff out to third-party developers, if we can get some more good Batman games, get some more great, for people who care, good Harry Potter games. I have a buddy who loves Harry Potter games, stuff like that. That'd be awesome. I mean, their IP, they have such a massive library of IP. Like, that's just scratching the surface. Batman in freaking Harry Potter is scratching the surface. Like, they have so much that can be made into games, and get other people who are passionate about it would be amazing. I don't know. Is there an IP of theirs that you can think off the top of your head that you would be like a Warner Brothers IP that you would love to see made into a game?
I'd love for somebody to take a serious crack at Lord of the Rings again and not make a Gollum. You know what?
That's true.
It's gonna be a near impossibility because of how bad the last one was. But I would legitimately love if somebody took a real stab at a Gollum game, because I think there is something there. I think the one we got was just so poorly done that it scared people off. But Gollum has a lot of depth as a character, and I think it could have been interesting to visit that story, but it's not gonna happen now because the other one flopped so bad. But
yeah. Did you know that there's a live action Gollum movie coming out?
Is Andy Serkis in it? Because if he's not, I don't want to see it.
He's like directing and producing it and acting in it.
But I was gonna say, is he Gollum in it? Because
Yeah,
I'll go
he's
see it if he
doing-
is.
He's doing everything. I
Okay.
had no idea.
Then I'm in.
I was reading an article the other day about how much the actors got paid in Lord of the Rings. Apparently, they didn't get paid a lot.
By today's standards or by 1999 standards?
It was an interview with Cate Blanchett. She was recently in the Borderlands movie.
Ouch.
So not great.
Side note, I kind of want to see it.
I
want to see how bad it is.
Right. So I want to see how bad that train wreck is. She was saying that she just mentioned, she's like, yeah, we didn't get paid much. Like basically she got to keep her, she got
her robe
and her elf ears or whatever. Like that was kind of it. Like she didn't give an exact number, but then the article referenced an interview with Orlando Bloom from last year. And Orlando Bloom mentioned, he's like, oh, we only got paid like, he got paid like $175,000.
Oh, poor baby. Oh,
that's a lot.
You only got
a lot of money.
75 grand.
That's a lot of money. But he's at the time and even now, like that wasn't a lot for Hollywood actors. Like that wasn't like you think about it. That was for all three movies. That's not even just for that was for all three.
Okay, that's different.
Yeah,
that's
for all
different.
three. But he says in his interview, like they mentioned they quoted his interview. He's like, I would honestly do it again though for half that money. Like it was such an incredible experience. I'm like,
I bet.
Yeah, like I couldn't imagine. That would have been so much fun. Oh man. Anyway, I don't know how we got on that topic. Oh yeah, Lord of the Rings movies and games. Yeah, if we could get some good games. Honestly, if they just like remastered, they just need to remaster the ones they made for like PS2. You know, like the Two Towers and Return of the King and stuff like that. That'd be so good.
Call it a day.
Call it a day. Good to go. Yeah. Oh, I forgot. Okay, so they have Mortal Kombat's that's a WB Games as well. But no,
but Mortal Kombat 1 ruled.
Yeah, they got that locked down. They're doing pretty good with that. They don't have any issues with that. Yeah, it's just like recently with like it's mostly with DC stuff. DC stuff is where it's like been suffering between Suicide Squad, Gotham Knights. Gotham Knights went free. Both of those actually. Did you know this? So
what?
Gotham Knights was free on PlayStation Plus, sorry, I should say, like a couple months later. And then Suicide Squad, I got for free through Amazon, through Twitch Prime. If you're a Prime subscriber, you get free games, and Suicide Squad was free. I haven't downloaded or tried it because it's terrible. But
no point.
I got it. I was like, oh, okay. It only came out like just a few months ago. And they're already giving away for free on Amazon. So that's where the state of DC is. So yeah, I don't know. I don't have anything in particular with other than Lord of the Rings. I think more Lord of the Rings games that are good would be awesome. But I can't think of anything else off the top of my head. I'm just glad they're at least starting to get open to it, because obviously, like, again, I mean, it just depends on how much freedom they give the third-party studios. But at this point, yeah, they're in-house studios. They're really not giving them much freedom. It seems like they're kind of, so it's like, all right, Hogwarts Legacy was a success. Hopefully, they can kind of just do that again, but with different IPs. You know, that would be great. That'd be great. All right, you got anything else to add to that one?
No. I guess, good move, WB, realizing that just like how EA did with Star Wars, you know what? We should let some of these companies who want to make games for us pay us to make games. You know what I mean? And if we get good press out of it and get good games out of it, that only looks good on us, right? That only makes us look better, because we can say, oh yeah, we know how to pick them. We know who to work with. You know what I mean? Is it slimy? Yeah. Sure. But we as the gamers, we as the players, we get good games out of it. So I'm not really going to complain that much,
That's all that matters. Give me some good games.
Yep.
Thank you so much for watching that clip from our podcast. Remember, if you want to watch the full episode, link will be in the description below. You can click on that and check it out. We got listener questions. We got more news segments. We got what you playing. We got a lot of fun things. So yeah, more than just the news. There's a lot more to the show that you should go check out. So remember, click that link in the description. Check out that full episode.